Greetings to the listener. Myself Drashti Vora over here to discuss on the topic micro and macro environment affecting retail market. No discussion of strategic planning can be ignored. Can ignore the micro and macro factors that are relevant in the success and possible failures of the retail business. The business environment is a marketing term and refers to factors and forces that affect a firm's ability to build and maintain successful customer relationship. The three levels of the environment are micro environment, internal environment, and the macro environment. Discussing the micro environmental factors, micro environments in retail is anything in the immediate environment including suppliers, customers, competitors, and stakeholders. Any government and other regulating body can be thought of as a stakeholder. Macro environmental factors. Macro environments are often outside of the retail's control and are typically of a larger scale and are usually of an economic and industry viewpoint. Further discussing the case study of privatization of India Tourism Development Corporation Limited ITDC. The public sector in India was the creation of the industrial policy adopted by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Immediately after independence, the government of India decided to industrialize the country and took the lead and directly invested in various sectors. Private sector was not in a position to mobilize the kind of capital required to industrialize a vast country like India. India adopted a mixed economic development model, partially based on the Soviet model of central planning and resource mobilization. This policy of the government of India was in the wake for almost 4 decades unchallenged. However, the manner in which these public sector units are run became a major concern for the general public. There was large scale efficiency, corruption, nepotism, overstaffing, and strong and wrong priorities and delay in decision making became the hallmark of Indian public sector. PSUs suffered large losses and governments was forced to pump in millions of rupees to keep the PSUs floating. Considering the Ramakrishnan Committee the most important commission whose recommendations are generally accepted by the government, the general recommendations of the commission are: number one, strategic group. The Disinvestment Commission classified the industry into two categories: core group and non-core group. The disinvest by this analysis, telecom, power generation and transmission, or petroleum exploration and refining industries may be classified as core, and public sector disinvestment be limited to a maximum of 49%. Discussing the non-core group, over the last 4 decades, private sector investment have grown considerably in many industries. It may be useful to categorize such industries as non-core. The existing public sector in these industries may not have any unique or special responsibilities. Now, discussing the next case study, the political and legal environment for cigarette marketing. As society has become more health savvy, the cigarette industry has had to confront new and potentially devastating challenges to their business. The stigma that the cigarette industry has attached to its effects in it a variety of an area. Mutual fund managers are reluctant to add cigarette manufacturers to their holdings. Corporations that once had cigarette related paraphernalia as a part of their conglomeration have either sold or spun off these portions to ensure that parent company does not have any part in the cigarette industry. In fact, even uttering the word Winston by sportscasters during the races now comes with a $10 penalty for each occurrence. Even ad agencies feel uneasy about accepting cigarette companies as a client. The regulation of advertising is another challenge cigarette manufacturers have had to face. But just as the cigarette manufacturers have innovated their advertising campaigns, the anti-smoking organizations have upped their marketing as well. Increased taxation is a final challenge that cigarette manufacturers have to overcome. Today it is common to have taxes on cigarettes equally closely to the amount of the pack itself, if not more, in the United States. In just 2004, several states are looking to increase their taxation on cigarette once again. In addition to these challenges, there are a variety of various interest groups, organizations, and institutions that cigarette manufacturers must consider when they market their cigarettes. Even the Environmental Protection Agency and the Food and Drug Administration have to be taken into consideration when cigarette manufacturers formulate and implement their marketing plans. Thank you. I hope